Radio Manchester.
Hello everyone in Manchester. I'm very happy to be here. This is my second time in London, but this time, because last time when I came I just stayed for 2 days, but this time I really feel I understand London more deeply. And I came here for the show to introduce London because the Olympic game is coming soon. And then I'm sure everyone in the world is concerned of the show and also excited about it. So I came here to introduce special places and special people in London.
So where have you been then?
I went to Wimbledon today, and also I went to Wembley. So this two stadium is one of the famous stadium in the world. It's quite shocking for me because mostly when we watch the stadium from TV, it feels really different that you're really being there. And also when we went there, there's no audience. So you can feel how huge is the place. Wembley is very huge, but Wimbledon is more like warm and then like more sweet. So it's feel very different.
So generally speaking, how's your feeling about the whole city?
The whole city, people I feel is quite friendly, but the weather is so cold because now it's May, right? I thought it's gonna be more like a spring. But every day, our crew, our team, we all feel like, why it's so cold? And then we want to show the best feeling in London. So the clothes I brought is all like spring clothes. So every day, basically, my body only can feel cold. Yeah, I'm sorry if everyone heard a pss, pss, because while I'm talking, I'm also doing my hairstyle, so you can heard pss, pss.
No worry about that. Yeah, it's a really tight schedule anyway. So I knew you're a very successful host in Taiwan. Now you're expanding your business to China, mainland China moment. It's quite interesting. Taiwan and China have a different culture for program or entertainment. So how's your personal experience about that?
Not only Taiwan and China, I think every place has their different, like culture or like happening different things. So for a host, I think it's like a service work. So you have to really connect to people. Many people ask me this question, what's different hosting between in Taiwan and mainland? For me, it's actually not a really big different because I think host is like a service work. You need to really connect to people no matter where you host. But I think if from the entertainment business point of view, I think host in Taiwan, in the show, hostess are more spontaneous. You don't have to prepare a lot before you host. Mostly depend on hostess, how you spontaneous, you make joke right on the spot. But hosting in mainland, you need to prepare a lot before the show, before you go on the stage. Because it has a very deep culture and also the content, the prepare variety content, you really need to study before you go on the stage.
So as you have changed yourself to facing so many different situations in Taiwan, I think probably hosting in mainland China would be a piece of cake for you, really.
I think no matter what work you do, you have to prepare as much as you can. And also, when you really do the work, you need to be really concentrate. But I think what most important for me now is at the same time, I have to be concentrate, but also relax. When we can relax, then we show our best moment.
Well, that's Bank talking to Anya. And we'll have more of the interview in the second hour of the program. Hosting in mainland China and also Taiwan. Now she carry on talking about her biggest challenge.
I think many young men, they want to be a star or they want to be join the entertainment business. For me, I think the hostess, when I host longer than I can feel what's the most difficult to being a host is when you host looks really easy. For many people, they thought, hosting just like talk on the stage. But it's actually not, because when you host, you need to be really clear that what's the schedule in the program, and also like what's gonna happen next. Your guests in the show, they don't know, right? Because they follow your hosting. But being a host, then the schedule need to be very clear in your mind. But when you appear, you cannot make audience or your guests feel that you want to running the schedule. You need to really bring them in the moment, in the spot, bring them in the show, and make them feel involved, and then still on the schedule.
I know you're quite famous in Taiwan that you're really outgoing, and when you're hosting a show, you can just feel that people can feel your passion. So whether that is part of your personality?
Definitely. We all have our passion. I always say I give my most passion part to the audience. For me, it's quite grateful because I love my job, and I can do my job, and also I do what I love. I feel I'm very fortunate, but also it's quite a hard work. It's not I always told my friends, I believe like Lady Gaga's lifestyle must not easy, because she has to flying around in different places.
I think that's your schedule now.
Yeah, but if you can take those difficulty become, how to say, a training for yourself, then I think it's good. And then also I really feel appreciate for what's happening to me. So I think it's nothing.
So do you have any knowledge about the UK television or any UK TV program?
Yeah, I watch some programs these days. I realize there are quite a lot, we call that the reality show. Yeah. And also I saw one show, it's already quite famous before, but they changed the style, how to appear. It's like one person wants to sell her own stuff, and there are few rich people. They can decide how much they want to spend to buy their stuff.
Yeah, it's Dragon's I think that's the program. So if you get a chance to host a UK style program, if you do have any preference or you have a imagination, what sort of program you would like to host?
I want to try to introduce Asian people's lifestyle in UK. Because we know it's very high spend in UK, and also it's really different culture between West and East in general. So I love to introduce people's lifestyle in UK, and also if I host here, I also want to try a reality show, because not many reality shows succeed in Asia now.
Well, that's Ben talking to Anya, and we'll have Anya is such a successful host, and so how she managed her life and work. Here is her again.
It's a big question for everyone now in this century, how to balance. I think first for me, most important is you have appreciation to your life, and then you can see what you have in your life, not to focus on what you don't have. Then let's make your mind more relaxed and happier. Now I think job or working is really strong influence to people. So it's good when you work very concentrate, but it's also important. Sometimes you need to really get out of work and then not bring your work on the bed, or bring your work while you are doing yoga, or bring your work to the place that shouldn't bring your work. I think that's important. And also I feel now there are many ways to help people relieve their stress.
Just hang out with your friends and all.
Yeah.
So actually, who's your most important person in life now then?
Actually, I'm a Buddhist. So in my mind, my teacher, my guru is the most important person for me. And of course, my friends, definitely my family. There are many people are important to me. Sometimes I feel each audience, they're all very important for me, because when I think I can make them relax and also laugh, that's like a bring great joy to myself.
So actually, what's your forthcoming plan then?
Now I starting production business, and that's really what I want to do because I think entertainment really influence people for now, strongly. So I already produced one show called Happiness Woman. It's quite successful in China, and then now we're gonna produce the second season. We interviewed the top artists in Asia, invite them to share their attitude about the happiness. I think everyone's curious, I'm sure people curious, people who are success, how they can, just like you say, balance between their work and then their lifestyle. At the same time, they can also being happy.
So will you come back to London again then?
I love to. I wish next time I come to London, not about working, I'm planning come here study for a short term.
So one very last question, just give a sentence to probably some of your friends in Manchester.
Hey friends, I wish you are happy and healthy, and I wish I can see you soon in person. Mwah.